career. So to let you know, I'm Newton. I'm a career and a life coach, and I come here every Friday night to help mid-age professionals to grow in their career, to overcome stagnation. What is that they can do to improve their performance, do some career transitions, overcome career stagnation, anything and everything related to their career. We come here and we share so that it can help you grow in your career. And
yes, I am Dheeraj Bhatkar and I'm a life coach, I'm a career coach and as a business coach. And both of us together, we create this company called as ND Life Coaching.
So today we have an interesting topic with us, and that is, how do you really boost your productivity with neuroscience techniques?
Yes.
Now we all know that today we are living in an age of
high performance. Oh my God, there's so much of high expectations that people have, both in your work and in your relationship. The demands are too high.
And of course, the new normal, the global work environment has really blurred our sense of time, compelling us to work odd hours against our natural rhythm. So if you look at life, probably 5-7 years back, there was a time normally in the morning, wake up, go to work, come back in the evening, people had time with their families together. That was normal life for everyone.
Very true.
Then life changed with globalization, where some was working in US shift, someone was working in a UK shift, someone was working in India times. And then came COVID and this new normal, which one single person can be working in the APAC shift in the morning and probably US shift in the night. So it's really been so crazy. And that is why with this constant connection to technology, we have lost all defined boundaries and time limits, which is resulting in absolute increased stress levels.
Absolutely. And at the same time, can we change this? We don't know. Is this in our control? No. But what is in our control is what do we do? So today we are going to help you that how can we thrive amidst these challenges. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is neuroscience technique. These are the technique that offers a roadmap to enhance productivity as well as your well-being. This is something that we've been doing for many years. We've used these techniques for almost 15-16 years, and we have helped others a decade, which has brought result to all of them.
So, we all know that in spite of all these challenges that we just mentioned,
yes,
no time limits, no boundaries, stresses, demands, still there is an expectation of peak performance.
Yes.
No one is going to say you that I'm okay if you're working at an efficiency level of probably 50, 60, 70, 80%. No, they want your 200%.
Yes.
And that is what we've really been working towards. So let me tell you, be very honest, both of us lack a professional degree, but our learnings come from various sources and practical implications, which we used when we got into a absolutely new profession. 10 years back, when we decided to become a life coach, it was a difficult journey.
Yeah.
The field which we never knew about. So there was a lot of studying involved, focused approach,
absolutely,
reaching out to our clients. When you're sitting with our clients, it should be absolutely a focused way, sessions of 90 minutes without blinking an eye. All this was very new to us. Plus, because we were learning and we were coaching, we were also learning, having some certifications from the US, which means we were working in the day and we were studying in the night for those live sessions.
Absolutely. In fact, I remember one of the certification program was for 6 months, where by and large 3 days a week, we were sleeping at morning 4 o'clock because of the US timing. So all this put together is whatever that we have learned and taught people for 10 years is the insights that we are going to give all of you.
Today I would in fact like to share one of these beautiful things. One of my clients, when he introduces me to anyone he knows, he tells a very beautiful line. He says, she rewired me for success and happiness. So rewiring is what we're going to share today.
Yes.
Truly, truly excited to share these transformative steps with you, which have really helped us to optimize our productivity, to really increase our performance level and never fall short of
energy. Also all our clients today, they are in the same scenario that you would be there, but they are performing the peak and they are giving the best. So let's start first thing. Okay.
So first, exercise for brain's health.
Absolutely.
So when we're talking about neuroscience, of course, we are talking about the nervous system, which is connected to the brain. And how can we really help our brain to perform better for us. So the first thing, is doing exercise, because the brain's health improves. How does it improve? Regular exercise, when we do that for 40 to 60 minutes, it increases the blood flow to the brain.
Yes.
And when that happens, it improves the cognitive function of the brain.
Very true.
So a daily 40 to 60 minutes, even if it's a walk, it'll enhance your mental clarity and overall efficiency. So something which we have continued over these 10 years.
Yes.
We've not missed a single working day. Unless we are really majorly ill, we have got up and we've done our exercise.
By that 340 days, probably in a year, is what we walk. And we do our exercise, walk and yoga both, for 60 to 70 minutes. That's been more than a decade.
Absolutely. And that has really helped us to remain focused, gather all that energy. Believe me, the energy levels are so high. Like you can see us today, you see us every time in our live sessions at 9 p.m.
Absolutely.
And our day starts in the morning at somewhere around 5:30, 5:45.
Yes.
And we work till around 11. And then we go and relax. And by the time we go to bed, it's around 12.
Absolutely correct.
But we still are able to enjoy our life, have so much of fun while we are fulfilling our mission. And it really, really is helping.
So the first is exercise for brain health. Second, quality sleep matters. Now, this is very crucial. You need to prioritize and focus on quality sleep. For that, the first thing, your biggest enemy, your biggest villain is very close to you, and that's your gadgets. You need to disconnect yourself from these gadgets at least an hour before your bedtime, so that you are able to have an optimal sleep, which contributes to increasing in your productivity. So keep away yourself from any gadgets 1 hour prior to your bedtime.
So really check, because most of them, when they come to me, they tell me this: I was so exhausted the entire day that, me and my husband, when we got back to the bed, we're actually scrolling and looking at certain videos. Really remember, that's destroying your sleep time and probably destroying the quality of your sleep.
That's more important.
Yes. Then the third thing, which is really very important to do, hydrated. Keep yourself well hydrated.
Yes.
Well, now you will ask me, how does drinking water have any connection with the brain? So let me tell you, when you stay hydrated with regular water intake, this water helps the brain cells to communicate with each other.
Yes.
So imagine you're maneuvering through traffic, or you're driving on a freeway. What is going to be the speed? Of course, the speed is much higher on a free zone.
Yes.
That is what happens to these brain cells. They can communicate very easily if those chunks are cleared, the toxins are cleared, and water carries some essential nutrients that helps the brain to function much more and in an optimum condition. So drinking water, which we've been hearing for a very long time, unfortunately, because it's known to everyone, we don't take it seriously. But both of us drink around 4 to 5 liters of water every single day.
We ensure minimum at least 3 to 4 liters. That's the bare minimum.
And that's always there next to us.
Yes.
So there's a bottle filled water and there's a glass. And we ensure that in every 60 to 75 minutes, we'll drink 1 glass of water. So regular, consistent supply of water to your body will increase functioning of your brain.
Absolutely. And the next is movement and oxygenation, which means physical movement after every 90 minutes. You need to get up, move. That provides more oxygen to the brain, because when you are sitting at one place, you actually breathe very shallow. But when you move your body, I'm saying only 5 minutes, go out, or minimum 3 minutes, go have a fast walk and come, or move your body, or do something. If not something, basraka. That's it. If you can do this for 3 minutes or 5 minutes, you will see that your brain is getting enough oxygen. That will again help your efficiency to be in a maximum highlight state, and the cognitive abilities are extremely high.
So for example, if you're sitting in your work desk, instead of texting to your peer or your boss, just get up and take a walk and physically talk to them.
Yes.
That will increase your emotional quotient also, and it will help your brain getting that oxygen which it is really looking for. Because when you're focusing and you're sitting in front of the laptop, the only thing that you forget is really
Like all
breathing.
the guys who have a habit, guys, girls, whatever, habit of smoking. It's not smoking. It's actually your brain is calling for an oxygen. Now, what is happening? The entire nicotine is going in your lungs, but all the oxygen goes in your brain, and you feel that cigarette is giving relief. It's not cigarette, it's oxygen. So if you can just walk, you can move, that oxygen will go in your brain, and you can even no need of having the support of cigarettes.
Then one very important thing, we're all asked to innovate, right? We're all asked to give some out of the box solutions
Absolutely.
to the problems that we are experiencing in the work life. We are asked to be creative. How do you get into that mode? That can only happen when your brain is tapping that creative part.
Yes.
Now, believe me, in that kind of overproductiveness, when we are working constantly, right from the morning, demands from your family, then demands at workplace, there is no time to really sit and relax and let your mind be comfortable.
Yes.
And if I'm not giving that space to that brain, it is so taxed with all the demands coming constantly. How will the brain get clarity?
Very true.
So it's very, very important to dedicate some time for meditation. What does this do? It stimulates creativity and mental clarity.
Absolutely.
And we all know that a calm mind is a productive mind. So both of us ensure that when we finish our exercise, when we've come back home, we take 20 minutes where we are really priming ourselves. Our mind is completely shut off from the whole world, and we are focusing on what we want to accomplish today. What is that we would like to achieve in this today's uh, entire process?
Absolutely.
Or at times there is just nothing. It's about just breathing peacefully and letting the mind take charge. And that's where all the creativity comes from.
Now, the next is nature's impact. Okay. So, what do you need to do? You need to surround yourself with greenery or bring nature indoors, like plants which help you to give more oxygen. Now, this is very crucial because exposure to nature improves your mood. That's very important. It reduces the stress and enhances your focus. So in our house, that's what we have done. In every room, you will find greenery. We have got plants which gives oxygen, that green part. It is at a very subconscious level. You don't even know. It plays a massive impact. If you surround yourself with this, you will see massive results in your creativity and in your performance.
So, we all would have experienced this, that you just go into a park which is absolutely green. You walk into that park for 10-15 minutes, and all of a sudden your mood lifts up, right?
Yeah.
You feel so peace and calm. That's because that's the impact nature has on us. We are designed actually to live in the nature. Unfortunately, we have created the cement jungle for us.
Yep.
And there is no option out of that, right? So either create your workspace near a window, which you can see greenery.
Yeah.
If that's not possible, then like us, have some greenery around you. There's so many indoor plants. Even in your workspace, you can get those small little things which have those green plants. And by default, because it's lying on your desk, your eyes will go there and it will help you focus even more.
The next is you need to embrace positive emotion. Dear friend, this is so crucial, to be in a positive emotional state. Absolutely. Rather than being in a negative state. So which means you need to cultivate this positivity to increase productivity. Why you need to take efforts is because we live in a world where there is only negativity around us. News, channels, papers, people. There's so much of negativity, due to which our brain is scared, insecure, and anxious. So we need to ensure that we are getting positivity, like affirmations. Like every day morning, we do certain affirmations. Then it's almost 20-25 minutes every day when we go on a walk. We do that. Also, it's a mandate for us that we listen to music that uplifts your mood, and it helps you to enable that you are able to perform at your best.
So you would say, where do I have the time to listen to music? Well, you don't need an extra time to listen to music. I especially use my bath time. Fortunately, today we have so many such tools. Even your small little mobile can give you that music.
Very true.
Which you can listen while you're doing something else.
Absolutely.
And it just creates a beautiful mood to work and perform at your best.
Very true.
Then one very beautiful thing that you need to do, all successful people do this, that is visualize your goals.
Yes.
which starts from actually having clear, specific goals. Once you've written them down, every single day, you need to visualize your goals so that you stay focused and motivated.
Very true.
Because that's one thing, if you know, unfortunately, over the years, our attention span as humans is really reducing drastically. And if you want to perform at your peak, you have to be focused. Focus when there are meetings going on. Focus when you're taking some decisions. Focus when you're writing an email. Focus when you're presenting. How do you channelize and keep your brain focused? That happens through visualization. Otherwise, you get distracted completely. Now, when you do this daily, this practice enhances the awareness of opportunities that support your objective.
Very true.
I would like to tell here one beautiful thing. It's called as RAS, which is Reticular Activating System. For example, if you want to buy a new brand BMW, which has just come into the market, moment you decide, all of a sudden you start noticing that vehicle on the streets.
Yeah, it's happened with me.
What does it do? It's actually started noticing something which you are wanting or desiring. That's exactly what happens when you're focusing on your goals. You suddenly start seeing opportunities around your work life, in the environment that you exist, and you'll be able to accomplish your goals much faster.
The next is you need to create the right environment, which means set up an inspiring workspace that nurtures your creativity. Have some small, soft music and clutter a free zone. Don't flood yourself with so many things that you don't feel. You need to clutter, throw out stuff which is not required. A free zone can foster an optimal work atmosphere. That's very important because that's the place you're going to sit for 10, 12 hours. So having the right environment, that's why we've created this beautiful office here. And same thing is for me in my room. So we have created an environment. The moment we go in that place, the moment we sit on the chair, we know that this is the place that we have come here to work, and that environment sets us up. So that's very important.
And of course, whenever I'm sitting here to write, I just put on some soft music.
True.
That keeps my thoughts flowing so smoothly, and I can finish my work in a short span. Writing is again creativity, right?
Yep.
Same way, whatever you want to do which involves creativeness, create a workspace that nurtures this creativity.
Yes.
Then, of course, very, very important, balanced nutrition.
Yes.
So we all know that when we eat something which is good to your tongue, it's naturally very heavy. And these heavy meals can lead to lethargy.
Absolutely right.
So if it's your working day, avoid taking heavy meals. Choose light, nourishing meals that can keep your energy levels steady throughout the day. Choose your weekends to let your tongue take all the decisions.
I would say only one meal, okay? Don't make it too much. I have only one meal which I eat whatever I want.
Absolutely.
So that's a balanced nutrition. After that, lifelong learning. It is so important. Like, I had the fortune to meet a lot of successful people, and one thing common in all of them, at whatever age, maybe from 40 to 70 or 80, they constantly engage themselves in continuous learning, and they challenge themselves regularly. So that's what you need to do. Engage in continuous learning and challenge yourself regularly. Learning new skills keeps your brain agile and adaptive.
That's very, very crucial, because you know what? As we grow as individuals, we stop challenging ourselves.
Absolutely.
And because we stop challenging, we are not really using our brain actively. So either you're learning something which is relevant to your career, or you're reading something out of your scope, doesn't really matter. Challenge can also mean probably if I use this hand regularly, I use my wrong hand. That challenges my brain and starts creating some more new pathways.
Yes.
Otherwise, this is the route that I drive to my office. I can change the route whenever I have time and space. Change the route so it uses or it ticks my brain to start looking out for things actively. If you want your brain agile and not get into the mode of redundancy, stop losing memory, then you need to keep challenging your brain every single day. So either you're learning or you're challenging probably learning a new sport, learning something new.
Absolutely.
Something which will make your brain tick.
The next is you need to, if all those people who are work from home and who are working these long hours, schedule power naps. So it's like not necessarily hours, 15 to 30 minutes is enough for you to again come back and revitalize your cognitive abilities. Like we do every day, half an hour, we take a power nap. That's very important. So you need to schedule power nap.
In fact, in certain countries, in the work environment, they have this space.
Very true.
So that they can take that small little nap, which enables them to work long hours. So especially in countries where people are expected to work long hours, they are given this half an hour short nap where they revitalize and then they work even more efficiently, but they're working for long hours. So if you want to trigger that, because we all know that today 6 hours, 8 hours is not enough. So if you get a scope of taking a power nap, definitely do that. Then, of course, the most important thing is time management. Now, time management is not because I have a to-do list.
Yep.
But what I'm trying to convey here is set a cutoff time to disconnect from work, allowing your brain to relax and recharge for the next day.
Yes.
Many people have this habit of, again, the new normal. My email, my office email is put up on my mobile. And before going to sleep, I just to see what's happening, I would look through the email. The minute I do that, my brain again gets into an active mode and I will not be able to sleep properly.
Absolutely right.
So there has to be a ritual for the brain to relax and recharge for the next day. Like for us both, it is 1 hour language. So we say, yes, we are done for the day. Now, come on, time over till tomorrow morning. And we cut off from here, we go out and take a nice half an hour walk. We come back, we watch something which we relax and we go to sleep.
Absolutely.
So the brain knows now it's not in active mode, it can relax.
The next is consistent routine. Follow a consistent daily routine, Monday to Saturday, to optimize brain performance. Routine brings discipline, stability, and heightened efficiency. So you cannot miss this. This is a must. Whatever you do, you need to do something every single day. So have a very disciplined and routine life.
Especially at least for those 5 working days.
Yes.
So the brain knows that I get up at this time, this is what I do, this is how I continue.
Very true.
And this is where I end. Believe me that self-discipline increases your performance. It helps the brain to know that this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
So it quickly adapts to everything. And then one very, very important thing which I have learned, embrace saying a no.
Yeah.
No to certain things so that you can accomplish what you want out of life. Prioritize tasks that truly matter by saying no to non-essential obligations. So I remember cooking is something I really love and I would love to do it. But as I became a coach and there was so much on my plate, writing is important since we are moving out on the social media, recordings are important, so we have time for that. Learning is important.
Absolutely.
Sessions are important. I had to choose whether I'm going to focus on my client's life or whether I'm going to focus on cooking. There are so many such tasks both of us have chosen to give up on because we wanted to focus on what we love to do and fulfill our mission. So learn to say a no and do it without feeling guilty.
The last one is limited focus goals, which means you need to concentrate on a manageable number of goals to be done in the entire day. You can't have a list of 20, 30 stuff. It's not possible. Rather than running behind what is urgent, focus on what is important. And I can tell you, there cannot be more than 3 to 7 things which are important to be done in the entire day. This helps enhances your effectiveness. Rather than running behind 20 things and doing all with 25% of productivity, do 3 to 7 important things and give your 200% so that you get that kind of results.
So research has shown that you can only remain focused when you're thinking about 3 to 7 tasks.
Yes.
And these 3 to 7 tasks depends on individuals. Some are comfortable only with 3, some can stretch up to 7.
Yep.
You need to look at what's the number which is comfortable to you. You can multitask only so much. So just pick that up. Once that is done, then look into something else. Otherwise, you will just be scattered and your energy is scattered all over and you'll not be really effective. So in the end, there is something which I would like to ask from you. We've shared 16 things that you can do towards increasing your productivity. We'll just go through this quickly, one by one, and I want you to choose at least 2 things
that you
that
will
you
do.
can start doing from today, which will help you improve your performance.
Yep.
So the first one is physical exercise of 40 to 60 minutes for improving your brain's health.
Quality sleep, that's number 2.
Third, hydration. Keep yourself well hydrated so that your brain functions optimally.
4, keep moving after every 90 minutes so there is enough oxygen that's going to your brain.
Fifth, meditation so that you can channelize and use your creativity.
6, try to be in nature as much as possible so you get the nature's impact too.
Embrace positive emotions. Learn how to cultivate these positive emotions.
8, visualization for focus, because wherever you focus, that's where energy goes.
9th, create the right working environment for you.
10, balance nutrition. Eat the right kind of food at least 6 days a week.
Lifelong learning and challenging yourself so that your brain remains active.
12, schedule power naps. So after every, maybe few 5-6 hours, take a nap of 15 to 20 minutes and then start again.
Really have a cutoff time so that the brain knows the day is over. Now it's all about next.
Next, consistent routine. Do something every single day and follow a discipline, stability so that you get a great efficiency.
Embrace saying no to something which is not really very important.
And finally, have limited goals, 3 to 7, so that you are given the best.
So in a world which is brimming with demands, it's imperative to leverage neuroscience techniques to elevate productivity and well-being. There is no other option.
Absolutely right.
By consciously adapting these practices in your daily routine, you're empowering yourself to thrive amidst the challenges of the modern work environment, the new normal.
So let's harness the power of our brain to achieve remarkable results and lead a balanced and fulfilled life.
So guys, that's it from us. Today, we would like to close on this and we would love to hear from you. What is that you're going to use to increase your performance? Have a wonderful
weekend. Once again, thank you very much and see you on next Friday on How to Ace Your Career. Good night. Bye-bye. God bless.
Bye.